Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time, you're welcome, and if you're regular, you know how we do it. Love you. So in today's video, I am going to help you choose if you want to choose between Canada and US. And if you click this video, I think you are kind of like intrigued where you should study as an international student. So I'm going to help you choose by comparing these two countries and what they do for international students, or the benefits of an international student schooling over there. So without much ado, let's get into the video. I would like to acknowledge this. Thank you guys so much for your engagement. Those in the comment section telling me the kind of content they want me to create, the kind of videos they want to see. I love it. Please keep it up. What I'm going to talk about first is cost. So with Canada, I would say cost of living in Canada is lower than cost of living in the US. So in terms of groceries, living expenses, your accommodation and stuff like that, I would say it will be less on the international students' view than in the US. So there are also cheaper things like clothes and all that in the US as well, but with accommodation it might be expensive in the US than it is expensive in Canada. So there are things on cost side that might be better, because I know clothes, stuff like that, groceries are quite cheaper in the US, but with accommodation and all that, transportation maybe is kind of like cheaper on the Canada side. So that's that for cost. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is number of hours you are allowed to work in a week as an international student. So as an international student in both countries, you are allowed to work 20 hours per week. That is if you are in school, that is the hours you are allowed to work. With ranking, if you are somebody that is interested in ranking, like it's very important to you that you should be in a very like high class school, you might want to go for a school in the US, because if you type highest ranked schools in the world, most of them are found in Canada, or sorry, most of them are found in the US. So you might want to go for US schools because they have very high ranked schools. And in terms of immigration, I would say that immigration is better on the Canada side than on the US side. So I say this because in Canada, after schooling for 2 years, you get 3 years of work permit. So you can work for the 3 years, and the 3 years will open a door for you to apply for your permanent residency. And people do it all the time, and it's so easy and it's so smooth. And I love the fact that Canada gives people the opportunity to do so. On the other side, on the other hand, with Canada, with US, I keep mixing them up. With US, you have to get unemployed after schooling so that you be able to get your green card and all that. So the company has to help you with all of that. On the other hand, with Canada, you don't really have to do that. I would talk about application process. So the application process on both sides are quite the same. It's quite flexible and easy on each side. For Ghana, I know that the Canadian embassy does not have interviews, but with US embassy they do have interviews. So that's one of the difference between them. And then the F1 visa is what you need on the US side, and you need an acceptance letter on the Canada side. So not necessarily. So and with the US, you have to get acceptance letter plus your F1 visa, which you have to pay for to be mailed to you or something like that. I think that is what I did. And also with the acceptance letter, you pay for your application fee. When you get accepted into the school, they mail that to you in your inbox. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about as well is the job opportunities. This is one of the things that people really want to know. There are more job opportunities on the US side, depending on the states you're in. The US is a very big, versatile place and a very generous place as well. And so there are a lot of job opportunities over there because there are lots of people there, and then there are lots of things going on over there, like factories and all that. Most of them are found there. So there are more job opportunities found in the US, but there are also job opportunities in Canada as well. Compared to US, I would say US has more job opportunities. And also with funding is for international students, like US has more funding opportunities, scholarships, all that, like to kind of like cover your studies, all those interesting things for international students to be able to make finances and stuff easier for them in the US. So there are more of that funding and all that in the US, but in Canada it's very little. Like you have to fund for yourself a while before you kind of like get opportunities to get scholarships, to be awarded scholarships and all that. You are kind of giving money, not really scholarships. Mostly people are just giving money, like 3,000, stuff like that, just to help you with your studies. So that's that for the funding. And with the salaries, so I would say US pays more, obviously. So with salaries, US pays more. It depends. And then with even in Canada, it depends on the kind of state you are in and the kind of minimum wage it has. So Alberta, it's $15 Canadian dollars per hour, so that's the minimum wage. And in Canada, in the US, is very, very, very little. It's like $7.20 something cents minimum wage. So from that to whatever, you can be paid from that to that. But for Canada, you have to get your pay starting from 15. So if you are a restaurant worker, or if you are a worker, you get 15 hours per hour. Your tips are for you. So I mean, it's all that. But with more professional jobs, I would say maybe US pays more. Okay, so that is that for this video. I don't know if there are more things I want to talk about when it comes to people, and when it comes to how friendly they are. I would say that both countries have very friendly people. It just, racism is everywhere. We cannot even deny it. It's everywhere. But for Canada, it's kind of like they're nice about it. Just try to keep it on the low and stuff. And so yeah, but with the US is what is very, very obvious and evident. So that's that about people and racism. And with safety, I would say Canada would win on this one, because in Canada you are not allowed to purchase a gun on your own and stuff like that. So the violence here is very minimal, and yeah, there's no like shooting and stuff like that. It's very rare. It does happen. I mean, bad people are everywhere, so it does happen. But with the US, it's quite like, it's now like a part of some states' life. I know like some states are there, you mention it, and then it's like it's part of their life. Like it's regular to hear a gunshot at a regular time in a day. So with that is that for two of these countries. I just hope I helped you and gave you enough information to be able to choose, or kind of think through about it a little bit and make your decision. All right, so that is that for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I love you guys, and please keep your comments coming. If you love this video and you think it was helpful, please give me a like so that I'll be motivated to do more. Okay, all right, so see you guys next time in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.